Welcome back. 8:45 on this Monday. A bill is gaining a lot of attention from this session. The labor union bill, they called it the union busting bill. It's House Bill 267. It gets rid of collective bargaining for labor unions in the state. The
Protect Utah Workers Coalition announced that the petition has nearly 130,000 signatures so far. And with us this morning is Greg Burrow, the Executive Director of the Utah School Employee Association. Thank you very much for coming in.
Okay, let's talk signatures. How many do you need?
So our goal is 200,000 to 210,000 of total signatures. We need 142,000 verified signatures. So that means people who are registered to vote. When we turn in the signature packets, that we have correct information on their registration name, their address, when each county clerk's office can read the signatures, that they're legible handwriting. So we've got a ways to go. We also need to get 8% of eligible voters in 15 Senate districts across the state. So we can't just get 200,000 signatures in Salt Lake City. So.
Right, and this is a lot of work, though, in 2 weeks.
Yes, we got 2 more weeks to go.
2 more weeks to go.
Yeah, we're taking packets until April 14th. They're due by the 15th, so I think our goal is manageable. We're on the right track, and I'm pretty confident in our ability.
Yeah. So how many people do you have out there collecting the signatures?
I know that we have over 1,500 volunteers that have signed up. So we have a broad coalition of union partners and just general public helping us out as well.
So where do you get the signatures? You knock on doors? You at
malls? Everywhere. And
okay.
I went up and down my street and got 30 plus signatures just on my street. I know people are out at the malls, Sugar House Park, all over the place. So.
And this bill, it basically bans collective bargaining, and you want to get it on the ballot. What is your petition? What is it saying?
Yeah, so the petition itself, the referendum, allows it to be on the ballot in the next general election, which is November of 2026. Signing the petition does not mean that you support it one way or another. It's just allowing it to be on the ballot in 2026 so that we can put the voters back into this conversation, taking the power away from the legislator and putting it back to the voters and allowing it to be a local control, a local issue through elected officials at city councils, county councils, and local school districts.
Okay, so I guess that's why people should care about this. It's giving them more of the power.
Yeah, it's taking the power back from the state legislature and allowing local communities to make that decision and local voters.
If you get this referendum passed, if you have enough signatures, does it put the law on hold?
Yeah, it puts it on hold.
A couple years?
Yeah, it will put it on hold until it's on the ballot. So we won't find out. There's 45 days after the signature gathering stops for them to qualify all the signatures. So hopefully by the middle of June we'll know if we made it to the ballot or not. I'm confident in our ability to gather these signatures with the coalition that we have, but it will put any aspect of the bill on hold until it's on the ballot.
So I was going to say, why do these public workers want collective bargaining? What does it mean to take that away from these groups?
So it's a way that our members can use their voice in a collective manner to make sure that there's better wages, better benefits, safety on the jobs. We represent support staff in K-12 schools, so bus drivers, nutrition service workers, maintenance employees, paraprofessionals, and oftentimes these employees are working 2 and 3 jobs because they're just to make a living wage. And so I think that this collective bargaining allows them to make sure that their voice is heard. It's not like we're out there getting 5-10% wage increases. It's just to make the bare minimum.
And which public workers are impacted? I guess all
public workers.
Employees.
Yeah, so we're talking about firefighters, cops, public employees on the state level, all K-12, and also in higher education.
What about city and county government?
City and county as well. Yeah.
Okay. So all government workers.
Yep.
Basically. And first responders.
Yeah, first responders. So all across the board, any public employees.
Okay. And you still have just 2 weeks and a lot of signatures to get.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm really confident in our ability. I mean, we're more than halfway to our goal in the first 2 weeks, so I think that we'll get there. It's just at this point, it's a matter of getting all the Senate district signatures too.
Well, in covering the state legislature, it seemed like you guys had some of the biggest rallies up at the Capitol
Yeah, and
during the session.
I was impressed by the coalition that we've built. I think at the beginning I was a little skeptical of how much support we'd have, but it is a broad coalition that we've put together.
So in the past, how have public employees negotiated their benefits and pay? How did that work?
I mean, it depends. I specifically work with school districts, so we work with superintendents or assistant superintendents, and we negotiate benefits or even things that students need. Like I can think, well, I was at Granite School District, we knew that there was a need for more custodians in some of the schools, so we took less of a wage increase so that they could hire more employees. So it's not that we're just taking wage increases. We're trying to figure out what's best for not only the employees but the school districts too.
That's what collective bargaining is
Exactly.
all about. You work for everybody.
So like police and firefighters have wage increments, though, don't they? I don't know if negotiate is the word, but they kind of
like a step, like there's a salary schedule that they can get. Yeah, so there's incremental steps that we can negotiate as well each year on top of a cost of living, and it just depends what the need is and what your members and the school districts or counties or cities want to negotiate.
That's
for.
what their unions have gotten for them.
Exactly.
Okay,
right.
So you'll be working hard the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Sounds like. Yeah.
Is there a website or?
Yeah, if you want to sign the petition, you can go to protectutahworkers.com. You can find locations to sign. You can make contributions to the campaign. And if you want to be a volunteer, you can go there as well and find locations that you can pick up a packet and go talk to your neighbors and get signatures as well.
All right. Well, thanks so much for coming in and explaining it all for us.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Appreciate that. Okay.